Hello, my name is Naive Libertarian Politics, and today I'm here to talk about the third episode of the History of the Republican Party series. So we're gonna start where we left off, around the beginning of the fourth party system, and we're gonna talk about the transitionary period of the original Republican Party, of this pro-tariff, northern industrial, almost big business party, towards the more progressive party, and then on to becoming a more pretty classically liberal economically party, which would go on for a very long time. So let's start right here. We have the fourth party system, which represent the fourth party system, which we are in, which this episode should take place as. And so we're going to jump straight into free silver page on Wikipedia. And here we have the result, which was actually that people rejected. There was an overwhelming rejection of the free silver cause, which the Republican Party candidate in 1896 and in 1900, who was reelected in 1900. So William McKinley, he was basically the turning point man, the man that represented the turning point of the Republican Party from this free silver, populist, pro-tariff, northern industrial party towards progressivism of Teddy Roosevelt, and then on to this classically liberal, which started with Calvin Coolidge, and a little bit with Harding. But yeah, you can see that as they rejected it, you can see that if you scroll up, actually, the anti-silver people were the Republicans, and the pro-silver ones were the Democrats. William Jennings Bryan, who was the Democratic candidate in, I believe, 1900, or around 1900. For many times, it was a very odd situation, but it really showed that the Republican Party was moving away from divided on some issues and staying generally tariff, pro-tariff, industrial, northern, and towards a more progressive this and libertarian, almost economic party. You can see that he was he was still a high tariffs man, but he was transitionary, as you'll see with a lot of presidents. They're transitionary periods, and he would go on to win, beating William Bryan. He would signify the beginning of the transition, and and he would, in 1900, he would win re-election, and then in 1901 he would go on and die, and then Theodore Roosevelt would take his place, who was really the end, really the transitionary period of the presidency of William Jennings Bryan, or of William McKinley, was ended just over his term, and Theodore Roosevelt took over and really changed it. And you can see that the transitionary period pulled into the transitionary period of to progressivism ended with Teddy Roosevelt, but the true end of the transitionary period does not truly end until William Howard Taft. Because Teddy Roosevelt saw tariffs as divisive, so he did not really want to address them, and he left to William Howard Taft, his chosen successor, who opposed, who was for tariff reform, which really everyone knew it meant lower rates, lower tariffs, and what you should gather from this episode is that over the beginning of the fourth party system, you saw huge changes within the Republican Party, from the northern industrial, generally kind of divided on some issues, but generally northern industrial, towards a more progressive Teddy Roosevelt type party that could really go, that was beginning to be more open to everybody, just everyone except the South, really. And you can see that it began with Teddy Roosevelt. He began the progressive era, and the progressive era was really, it started with the end of the transitionary period of William McKinley, but it itself, in my opinion, was a transitionary period to the libertarian, classically liberal side of the Republican Party, which really did not end until recently only. Depending on what you consider classically liberal, it ended 4 years ago or 30 years ago. Um, but what you want to get grasp from this video is that the fourth party system was a very it changed the Republican Party a lot. It went from the Northern Industrial Party to the Libertarian Party in really only 50 years. Um, you know, it went through many changes. It went from industrial to progressive to classically liberal. So yeah, as always, this is just my opinion. My name is Naive Libertarian Politics. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Expect more videos to come in the future. I will not be making a video tomorrow. There's a personal thing coming up tomorrow. So expect a video on Sunday, but not on Saturday. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.